really gotta oil that door. All right, I was asked about shoes. You guys want to know what shoes I use to scoop, what happens when I step in dog poop, and how I handle that situation. So if you're interested in hearing about that, stay tuned. We'll see what happens. Okay, so I gotta like lean down because it's like awkwardly placed. My neighbors are gonna be like, what the hell is this chick doing? All right, so I want to show you guys the shoes that I have worn while I scoop. So the first pair that I got when I first started my business were these Timberland work boots. They're fine, they got the job done. What I didn't like about them is I didn't like the deep treads. So if I forgot to put my shoe cover on, then I got it deep down into here, and then it was a pain in the butt to get cleared up. So I wore these pretty much through the winter, and I toggled between some snow boots that I had, but I've gotten rid of those. But I'm going to get to the snow boots that I have now that I use, but those are towards the end of the list. But I use these pretty much until like springtime. So springtime rolled around, and that's when I went and got my first pair of cheap Meyer rain boots. They're super cheap, and the bottoms of them are not super deep with their treads, so if I did get a pile of poop on them, it didn't really get down into it too much. The only thing that I don't like about these boots is they're very flat soled, and I have a high arch, so I put like little inserts in there. Sorry, these are kind of nasty, but whatever. I wear those. I still wear these rain boots. I like these ones. And then I decided, I was like, you know what? Let me be a little bit bougie. Let me buy some hunter boots. They're a little bit nicer, right? So then I purchased these rain boots. They're very heavy compared to these Meyer boots, but these ones are like, these are Sight. I want to know, what is the brand? They're called Sloggers. These ones are very heavy, and the issues with these is when you're walking, grass will actually like shoot up and fall down into the boot, and so you get grass and debris inside the boot. I don't love these. Like, I'm not really a fan. I don't like these. I wouldn't recommend buying these for scooping dog poop. Which leads me to my dailies. These are what I wear on a daily basis. These are Columbia. These are hiking boots. I do really enjoy these. I don't know if it's the way that I walk, but I do have a little bit of a callus on my, on my right toe that bothers me, but I think that's just like the way that I'm walking. I am gonna try to get another pair of shoes to see if that kind of affects it, if that makes a change. I can update you guys on that. But one thing that I do wear inside of my hiking boots, and pretty much all the shoes, I wear these insoles, right? And so these are custom orthotic insoles that I got made for me from my podiatrist. So what they do is you go into the office and they take a mold of your foot and they custom make this for the structure of your foot. I've had these for almost 3 years. I swear by these. If I don't wear these, my feet hurt so bad. Now, these are quite pricey. I think I want to say that we paid like $350 for these, which is like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of money. But think about it. I've had these for so long, and it's perfect. It's got the right amount of arch support. It's got the right amount of heel support. They're they're nasty on the bottom. But you can go to any podiatrist and get a set made. At first, they really hurt my feet until my foot kind of got adjusted to them. But now it's like I have to have them, or I'm like, oh, my feet hurt so bad. And these are my dailies. This is what I wear. Now, these aren't, I wouldn't say that these are 100% waterproof. If, say, for instance, the ground's dewy in the morning, these are what I'm going to wear during the day because the ground's dewy but it's not super wet. If it's rainy, or I know that the backyard is a flooded type yard, I will definitely have my rain boots. So what I suggest is having a couple pair of shoes in your vehicle. You want to have your regular, your regular scooping boots or shoes, and then you want to have rain boots. And last but not least, these are my boots. These were pretty pricey. I want to say these were up until, like, if they weren't $200, they were darn near close. They're probably, are they dirty on the bottom? Actually, no, they're not dirty on the bottom. These have really deep treads in them. I'm wearing these in the winter time anyway, so even if I do step on a pile, it's not like it's going to get smashed inside of the treads unless it's a fresh pile. One issue is these boot covers have a hard time going over top of these, which is hard to wear the boot covers in the winter anyways, just because they get the snow collected on them and then they fall off and they're pretty heavy. So I typically don't wear boot covers in the winter. I just wear them whenever there's not snow on the ground. These are amazing. I love these boots. They're Columbia. These are a size 8. I don't even have to wear my insoles with these ones because they're so cushiony in there, and the treads are actually made out of Michelin tire, so you feel like you're just, I don't know, you're just riding in style. These things are amazing. I actually talked about these in my winter video, so I will actually link that above if you guys want to watch a video about scooping in the winter. But yeah, these are really good boots. So I actually wear these boot covers. They're medical boot covers. I get them from Amazon. I come from the medical field, so I'm used to stuff like this. And I slide these over top of my boots. One, because I don't want to get dog crap on my shoes. I am like, it's a gift. It's a gift of mine. I always step in the piles, and I don't want to get that in the treads of my shoes because I don't want to have to take the time and clean it. I don't want to bring it into my truck or into my house. So I buy these off Amazon by the bundle. You can get them in $250 or $500, and I just slide those over top of my shoes, and that stops me from getting the dog poop in the treads of my shoes. If by any chance you don't have these and you step in a pile, what I try to look for is like a rain puddle out in front of somebody's house or backyard. If that's the case, I will hop in there and like slosh my feet back and forth and kind of go up and down with my feet to try to go ahead and get that poop out of my shoe. Sometimes you can't, unless you want to sit there and you want to scrub your boot. I mean, you can do that, but that's just going to take extra time. So what I would suggest for you, whatever you're using to scoop and whatever vehicle you're using, go ahead and get yourself a rubber or plastic foot mat for your feet. So you know how like in your vehicle you have the cloth ones? Swap that out and get a rubber one, so then that way if by any chance you do get dog poop on your shoe when you come into your vehicle, it's right there on the rubber. You can spray that down, you can bleach it down, and there won't be any problem. There won't be any fabric that the dog poop is stuck in.